Julie, I like how you talk about teenagers and bipolar. You offer suggestions for family members and parents when they have a bipolar teen, and also how bipolar teens can start to manage this illness on their own. What are some of the ways that a teenager could, who's just been diagnosed with bipolar, could come in and start to get to work and understand how to live with this?
What I tell teenagers, I work with a lot of teenagers actually, and I know a lot of them read my books. I tell them you've got to write down every symptom. If you don't write down every symptom, how are you going to know what's you and what's the illness? Then you're going to have to get a lot more mature. I know it's not really fair if you're 14 or 15 or 16-year-old to say you need to manage your own illness. No, it's not fair. But just like with someone with diabetes or any other kind of health issue, you're the first line of defense when it comes to managing this and getting more stable. Of course, you're going to ask for help. So the tip I have is write down what happens. What do you think when something triggers your depression? What do you say? What do you do? Write it down. If you have a suicidal thought, write it down and then you say to yourself, that's bipolar, that's not me. And you'll learn the difference between being upset and being ill. There's a big difference, being happy and being manic. So it all comes down to charting who you are, looking at your moods, your sleep patterns. You can do it when you're a teen. I had bipolar starting at age 17, so I know that I could have managed it at that time. I'm actually glad you got your diagnosis early. It helps a lot because now as you're growing into being an adult, it's going to be a lot easier for you to manage this illness than those of us who were diagnosed later in life. So it's possible.